Hey guys, this is Sam from Toronto, University of Toronto, University of Toronto. I was saying Montreal. I just came from Montreal. It's not Montreal, Toronto. And this is Faryal. Hi, Faryal.
Hi everyone.
Okay, good. So I just met her. As usual, I'm trying to interview more and more students to give you the real experiences from institutions and universities around the world. So here we go again, and let's start with a brief introduction of Faryal, please.
Yes, so hi everyone. My name's Freya and I attended the University of Toronto from 2019 to 2023 for my undergrad, which was a double major in English and linguistics. And then I did my master's in English from 2023 to 2024 also at U of T.
Very nice, very nice. And now, as you just told me, you are preparing, or you have been already accepted in Oxford for PhD.
Yes, so I got accepted for the Oxford DPhil in English Literature. So I'll be moving to the UK and starting my PhD in the fall.
Oh, congratulations, fantastic.
Thank you.
Okay, I really like it. Okay, so moving forward, let me ask you, what made you go for PhD?
So I was very passionate about the subject that I studied, and I felt that I would be able to contribute a new perspective and sort of change the field in a way, because PhD programs are, not just about learning, but also about changing the way something is taught or understood. So, yeah.
Very nice. I'm really impressed.
Thank you.
So you are trying to modify how the instruction is, given or provided to the student. That's what you kind of targeting, or something else?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm really impressed because the reason I'm saying this is that most of us get bored in the classroom. This is a fact. Oh man, another class, okay, and you're like. So what I have seen myself, from the beginning, I'm sure everybody does, why people don't want to go to schools, university, because man, it'll be burden, kind of, right?
Yeah.
And on the other hand, you have some teachers, you just want to listen to them all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
So really, I appreciate what you say. Okay, fantastic. So you said English, and what would be your topic for PhD?
Yeah, so I focus on 17th century English literature in particular, and the dissertation I'm going to write is going to be on indigenous European contact in the 17th century and how that influenced the literature of the time period.
Wow, let me tell you, yesterday I was talking to another PhD student here,
Yes.
University of Toronto. She is doing researching on manuscripts, Arabic and other manuscripts of 17th century.
That's so awesome. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah.
See, that's why I try to do this kind of work, so that I get different, perspectives and people talking about very interesting things, just like yourself. Okay, very nice, very nice. And she's from Armenia.
Okay. Cool.
Interesting. Okay. So, what would you say, since you've been a graduate of University of Toronto and we are sitting in that area, what would you say overall experience, standard quality of education, let's say 0 being nothing, 10 being perfect?
Yeah, I would definitely give it a 9 or 10 in terms of quality of education. So I would say if you're very passionate about research, or if you're very passionate about the theoretical side of your field, I would definitely recommend U of T, especially because at the undergraduate level there are a lot of research opportunities as well that maybe you may not be able to get at other schools. So if you're passionate about like the ideas or about interdisciplinary work or things like that, I would definitely recommend U of T.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And see, again, another very interesting perspective of what I see is that what you said is that I'm kind of thinking or perceiving that University of Toronto is doing a really good job on theoretical side. Is that true?
Yes, it is. I would say so. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. See, some universities are more like polytechnic, and it's like engineering is practical hands-on,
Yeah.
right? Then you have theoretical, subjects.
Yeah.
So both are important, Yeah, when it comes to research, more of a theory goes first than the practical, right?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, just wanted to clear up for everybody. All right, so you said 9 to 10.
Yes.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, and so of course you're very satisfied from University of Toronto.
Yes.
Okay, very nice. So what would you say, other than English and what you did here in University of Toronto, what other programs or schools do you think are excellent or are centers of excellence here? Do you know anything?
What I know is mainly about the humanities programs. So I would say things like medieval studies, Renaissance studies, very strong here. And I also recommend the linguistics department. So I did a double major in English and linguistics. So yeah, the linguistics department is also great if you're interested in theoretical linguistics or maybe psycholinguistics or other disciplines within that
Oh,
field.
wow.
So, yeah.
For me and everybody, can you just describe a little bit psycholinguistics?
Yeah, so studies about how the human brain acquires language or how children learn language. So if you're interested in cognitive science as well, it's a great place for that.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I'm really happy to talk to you. You see, I am in technology.
Yeah.
I don't know all these good things, because when things come together, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, very nice, very nice. So okay, so you were saying what other you don't know, so you know only about pretty much English and linguistics and that school in University of Toronto.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
that's fine. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't want to talk about the scholarships, but if you have any idea if the students get a lot of scholarships here in University of Toronto, even if you would about the Oxford, how you are going over there, did you get any scholarships or you just going on your own? Yeah, you'll be paying on your own financial,
Yes.
help.
So for Oxford, I got the Clarendon scholarship. So that's a great scholarship. It covers your tuition costs fully and gives you a stipend as well.
Oh.
So that's great. I'm really fortunate in that sense. And then for U of T in particular, when it comes to graduate programs, if you're a domestic student, you can apply for the Canada Graduate Scholarships. So that's how I got a scholarship to do my master's here. And as for undergraduate scholarships, it's a little bit harder, I would say. But there are, for people in the humanities, I would recommend the Jackman Humanities Center. They offer some scholarships and research opportunities as well. And also because it's made up of different colleges, so depending on what college you go to, you can look at what scholarships they offer for people in your program.
Very nice, thank
Yeah.
you. So how did you, if you will, how did you hear about this PhD program in Oxford? Did you through University of Toronto or how did you apply?
Yeah, so there are some professors in the English department here who have studied at Oxford, so they told me some things about the program, and I applied to a lot of different schools to just maximize my chances of getting in somewhere. So
I see.
Yeah.
And you just got accepted.
Yeah.
Do you have to do any GRE, TOEFL, SAT, any tests, prerequisites for the program, PhD program? Or
So for my field, I didn't have to do that, but I did have to submit writing samples, so essays you've written, and that's a very important part of the application.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I think those GMAT, GREs for mostly engineering and business
Yeah.
schools. Right. Okay, very nice. And when you are starting?
I'm starting in October, actually.
Oh,
The
really?
school year starts in October over there,
Okay.
so yeah.
Very nice. You'll be out of the cold from here.
Yeah.
Alright. Very nice. How is the social life since you are still not in Oxford but here,
Yeah.
University of Toronto? How would you say social life around here and how the students interact? Is it easy, difficult?
So that's definitely a downside of going to the University of Toronto. So
Oh,
if you look on any like student-run forum or anything, you'll see a lot of people complaining about the social life here. So I think it's because a lot of people here are very competitive about their grades and everything, and it sort of prevents them from socializing. So I would say like it's still possible to have a good social life here, but you just have to be more proactive about it, be more deliberate about making friends and joining activities where you can meet people. So
oh,
yeah.
really? That's interesting perspective because
Yeah.
some people are saying it's easy, some were
Yeah.
saying it's okay, some were saying it's so.
Okay.
Okay, different perspectives.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. But the bottom line is because it's a city of Toronto, even if you are not in a group or clique as they say, you can just move around
Yeah.
in the city so that you are not totally bored, right?
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Um, how about the job opportunities since you already graduated? So what do you, of course you're going for doctorate program,
Yeah.
but if you were to start a job, a career, you think your degree, University of Toronto degree would make you, highly, desirable in the market, or what do you think?
I think it would, but I don't have a great perspective on that because I decided to apply to PhD programs instead of really looking for careers at this stage. So, but I do know, like I have friends in other programs who did end up in careers that they're happy with. So
I see,
yeah.
I see. So, what do you think was the biggest challenge, and on the other side, biggest charm or opportunity when you were here in University of Toronto?
Yeah.
Did you have any big challenges or opportunities?
Opportunities. So I would say a lot of professors here are like very well qualified in their fields, and I would definitely encourage getting to know them in office hours. For example, I went to like almost all my professors' office hours to talk to them outside of class. And then I also loved the research opportunities here, so I would definitely look into those if you're considering coming here. So that's something I really liked about this school.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
But there were not any big issues or challenges around here.
I would say that, like, I would say choose a program that you're actually passionate about because the academic stress can get really hard to manage for some people if they're not doing something they're not interested in. So
Very well said. Yeah, very well said. All right, very nice. I mean,
Yeah.
we pretty much done except couple of things to ask you.
yeah.
So any do's and don'ts, pros and cons you would tell, as you were already saying that right now, for the future aspiring students who want to join. Any do's, don'ts, pros, cons being here?
I would just say try to balance things like your social life and your mental health with like your academic commitments. It's really easy to kind of forget about, like, kind of neglect yourself and your self-care, like when, especially like around exam season and stuff. So,
I see.
so I would just, tell people to be careful about that. Yeah.
Exactly the same thing other grad students
Yeah.
said to me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And the last one would be, what is your, already we said many things you said, what is your message to the future students, whatever comes to your mind? And okay, this is what I want to say to you if you are coming to University of Toronto.
I would say be very open to learning new things and like letting the school kind of shape you in a way. Don't worry about the end goal as much, like ending up in a certain field or something like that. Just if you're coming here, I think it should be to kind of explore, enjoy the theoretical aspects of learning, and you might end up in a very interesting like interdisciplinary combination of different fields, for example, that you didn't expect or something like that. So yeah, just be open-minded and open to learning from every field, I guess. Yeah.
Very well. Very nice message, I think.
Yeah.
And that pretty much concludes. And I wish you, Faryal, very good luck for your PhD program.
Thank you.
And I hope after. So I'm kind of guessing that are you targeting to be a professor or in teaching after PhD, or you want to have some applied linguistics, or do you have any idea what you want to do in the future?
So it would be very nice to become an English professor, but I'm also very interested in indigenous languages. So that's something that I took courses in when I was in the linguistics department, and then I also did a program in the Ojibwe language at Georgian College.
Okay.
So just a 1-year program, and that was really fun. So I would also maybe want to be involved in like nonprofits related to Indigenous rights or something like that. But becoming an English professor would also be great. So
Okay.
I'm open.
I wish you good luck
Yeah.
for that, but I have now decided, starting with you,
Yes.
so far I didn't ask these questions, I'll be starting to ask some students. What is your perspective on life? What do you think about life? If you want
Okay.
to talk about in general, this is about
Okay,
your, yeah,
very interesting question. I think like as a graduate student, it would be like I think it's important to just learn as much as you can in life from different areas, and like always aspire for like self-improvement. But also, I would say like
I mean, what do you think of life itself? What do you
Yeah.
think is a life? Just eat and sleep, or do things just you saying, or do you think of life in life in itself? Life in
Yeah.
general, not the study necessarily.
oh
yeah,
right, life
yeah.
in general.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, like, I think life is all about self-improvement,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Not just in studies, but in every area of your life.
Right.
So even like in your social life, or like when it comes to like your hobbies or your health or things like that. Like just
Okay.
trying to be the best you can in all those areas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. And quickly, again, short thing to ask you would be, what do you think are the challenges of life in general? No studies about,
Okay.
not about studies.
I
In
think
your view.
I think it might be people comparing themselves too much to others, or like caring too much about like societal expectations rather than what they really want. Like asking themselves what they really want and what will make them happy rather than what will make someone else happy.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So the last question is, I'm sorry, is that this is the total last. So, what do you think? How we can enjoy? You already said kind of, but how we can make life more enjoyable, and yeah, that's what I would say. So, yeah.
I think challenging yourself will also make life more enjoyable.
Okay.
Because if you feel like you can do something challenging, I think you'll appreciate yourself and life more. So setting goals, kind of ambitious targets for yourself.
Thank you for really appreciate your time
Yeah.
and talk, and wishing you good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.